Congratulations on your graduation, Rachel. Huh? Oh, hi, Lisa. You knew it was graduation ceremony at my university today? Yep, looks like you're a full-grown adult now. I guess. That reminds me, where did you get a job at? What? Remember how I asked you about how your job hunting was going around a year ago? You told me it's a secret. I won't tell you until graduation, right? I thought you would tell me after you graduated. Oh, yeah, I remember. Do you want to know that much? You're my late father's second wife, and you're not even related to me by blood. Well, yes, but for the past 10 years, ever since you were 12, I treated you like my own daughter. At least I tried to. Well, I guess there's no denying that you supported me up until now. I'm a bit unhappy that we were slightly in poverty, though. That's because I was saving for the future. But it's also largely because I didn't use any of the money from the inheritance or the insurance he left you. What? Is that so? I was planning on giving you the necessary papers to sign once you became an adult. Then give it to me tomorrow. What? Tomorrow? I need to leave the apartment I rented when I entered university by the day after tomorrow. Oh, you're moving. Yep, I'll stop by your place while I'm at it. Do you have the necessary money to move? I'm fine. I'll tell you about my job when I go there tomorrow as well. Alright, got it. Rachel, who are these men? They're putting the stuff you had left in our house into a truck. Yep, I told them to do it. You told them? They didn't seem like the people that work for a moving company, though. They're Mom's colleagues from work? Huh? Mom? It's obvious, but I'm not talking about you, Lisa. Hold on, don't tell me that. Did you go and meet Renee? I did go and meet her. In fact, I'm with her right now. What's the meaning of this? Don't tell me that the whole time you were in university? Yep, thanks to Renee, life at university was so fun, and I forgot all about getting a job and you. Since when have you been meeting her? Ever since the coming-of-age ceremony, I hired a detective to find out where she lives, and I had him bring us together at the coming-of-age ceremony. A detective? We've been meeting regularly ever since. Why didn't you tell me anything? You know why your father and that woman got divorced, right? Didn't your dad tell you over and over to not go anywhere near her because she's dangerous? Lisa, I'm thankful, I guess, for you supporting me up until now, but that's just the obvious thing to do as my only guardian left after Dad died, right? But the only person I want to call mother is my actual mother, Renee. Rachel. I don't need you to provide me with any more money. I already got the papers I need to inherit Father's money. You're of no use to me anymore. Could you at least tell me where you're moving and where you're going to be working? Oh, that's right. I actually never got a job. What? So does that mean you're going to be graduating without a job? There's something I want to tell you. You see, it looks like my mother Renee is going to support me from now on, so I'm cutting ties with you. What? Renee is going to support you? I'm going to live with my real mother, who's now a celebrity. You're cutting ties? You see, my mom Renee married a really rich man and is now living a life as a celebrity. Apparently, his name is Jack Willis. Jack Willis? That's the name of the man that caused your parents' divorce. Apparently, but I'm not bothered by such things, so it's alright. I mean, he's rich after all. He's so rich that he told me I didn't need to get a job and that I could just relax all day. Isn't that great? What are you talking about? You're so nosy. He already bought me brand new bags and clothes and stuff. I saw with my own eyes that my mom was living a life of luxury. Renee doesn't have that much money, you know. Now you're just lying. Liar. Bye. Rachel! Hi, Lisa. It's been 2 months since we last talked. No, I thought you cut ties with me. You pay too much attention to details. You insulted my mom so much, so I thought I would get revenge by boasting about my new celebrity life. Revenge, huh? First off, to celebrate moving in with Mom, she bought me several pretty party dresses. She says we're going to go out next week in these dresses. Not only that, but tonight we're going to have a full-course dinner at a high-class restaurant with a view. Apparently, it costs $500 per person. To think that I would be eating a single meal that costs 2 months of my food expenses during university. I'm such a celebrity. Is that so? But you shouldn't let your guard down, alright? What do you mean? You see, there was something that I had needed to tell you, but now that you're with them, I decided there was no longer any need. You're not making any sense. Well, I'm not your actual mother, and our relationship is a bit dry, but I did raise you for 10 years. So here's my last piece of advice for you. No matter what you do, don't give your father's inheritance to them. Huh? There's no way the kind of celebrity mother that's going to support me from now on is after my money. Don't get mad at me for no reason just because you're jealous that I'm living the life of a celebrity while you're still poor. Goodbye. Lisa? I'm begging you, answer my calls. I seem to recall you telling me that you were cutting ties with me. We have bigger problems right now. The account with Dad's inheritance money is completely dry. What? But I never gave them the account details. Did Renee steal them or something? I told you to change the PIN and the sign when I gave you the account details, right? Oh yeah, I changed both of them the next day, but... Did you check the account balance after that? Yeah, I did. The money Renee said would be in the account was there. If that's the case, then there's no way I would have been able to withdraw the money. You understand that, right? Then why? Did you tell anyone the PIN? Mom told me that she wanted me to change it to her birthday to celebrate me moving in with her. That's it then, I guess. But Mom would never do such a thing. Lisa, what should I do? Apparently Mom used the money to pay off her debt. So that's what happened. I knew it. Huh? You knew? No, but I guessed that that's what she would do with the money. You remember why your parents divorced, right? Yeah. Mom cheated on Dad, and also Mom was loose with her money. Lose is putting it lightly. What? This is before me and your dad met, and I don't know what your parents told you when they were getting divorced while you were still in elementary school, but it seems that Renee was the type of person to take out loans without even hesitating. One day, she borrowed a loan from a group that was considered suspicious in society. Apparently, she met the man she would cheat on your dad with through them. Your dad knew that this was going to mean trouble, and so he rushed to hire a lawyer. He had already been gathering evidence of your mother's adultery, and used that to get divorced with her immediately. He didn't ask her to pay any alimony, and in return got custody of you. He changed jobs and moved far away, bringing you with him. Your grandparents, who passed away 8 years ago and 5 years ago respectively, were also forced to move. So that's why I suddenly changed schools and moved? Yep, he said he cut ties with everyone except his parents from his hometown, as if overnight. What? I was planning on telling you this when you graduated from university, but you know what happened next. To be honest, Renee reaching out to you before that was a miscalculation on my part. I understand painfully now that I underestimated her, even though I only heard about her from your dad. Lisa, help me. What? I think they're going to make me take on customers from tomorrow. Customers? I overheard Renee and Jack talking to each other at night. It seems the party dress she bought for me last week was a uniform for work. Apparently, it's a hostess bar on the outside, but... I understand. Help me. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to directly help you right now. Why not? But we've known each other for 10 years. I was suddenly told that I needed to go on a business trip abroad. I'm currently in the United States. The U.S.? I'm probably going to live here permanently in the future. But you're the only person I can rely on, Lisa. Well, I'll give you one hint then. A hint? The fact that you can still text me means that you have a chance to escape. But I think it's going to be a race against time. What should I do? I'll tell Judith about the whole situation. Judith. Oh, your friend, right? The one who grew up on the island of Sakushima? Yep, that one. You know where she lives, right? Yep, the big house near the station, right? I always saw it on my way to high school, so I remember. Her husband is a lawyer, so ask him for advice. But I need money to get there. I'll tell Judith to pay for your taxi, so return it to her afterwards, alright? Got it. Lisa, thank you. I'm so glad you didn't get mad and cast me aside after what I said to you. But Rachel, I haven't forgotten what you said to me. I just know that this is my last act of kindness towards you. Lisa. I'm not going to help you anymore. Try and live on your own from now on. Okay, I'm sorry for what I said to you. Thank you for everything up until now. It seems that Rachel immediately hopped into a taxi after that and went to Judith's house. Her husband, the lawyer, was exceptionally skilled. Not only did he manage to get back all the money Renee stole from Rachel, but he also started an investigation of the illegal store Rachel was almost made to work at. Thanks to his efforts, Renee and her husband Jack are now behind bars. Apparently, they're guilty of countless other crimes as well, such as fraud and tax evasion, so they won't be able to get out of this for a while. Also, Judith occasionally tells me how Rachel's doing, but it seems that she found a job that came with housing all on her own and has moved there. My eyes teared up when she said that Rachel was doing her best and has become a humble person. It seems that Rachel is no longer the person who said all those heartless things to me and deeply regrets what she did. It seems that I can move on with my life, with no bitter feeling of contempt mixed with sadness, but with a feeling of joy and hope, knowing that Rachel went on the right path. Inspired by her change of character and her willingness to move on with life, I will also try to do my best in this newfound heaven of mine. You never wear red clothes, right, Alan? You don't even own a single red piece of clothing, right?
What, red? Yep, I don't have any red clothing, I guess.
Why?
Oh, I guess I never told you why. Apparently, I don't look good in red or other such warm colors. Everyone around me says I look better in cool colors like blue, so that's how I've been dressing ever since.
I see. But my ex-boyfriend Lewis looked so good in red.
Huh?
I unconsciously bought a red t-shirt that he would look good in. But I can't wear this, so why don't you try it on? If you don't want to wear it outdoors, then why not just wear it indoors?
I don't mind wearing it, but why do you have to bring up your ex-boyfriend?
Huh? There's no real reason. Why?
Even still, you talk about your ex-boyfriend with me and unconsciously buy something for him. It makes me a bit uncomfortable.
You're thinking too much into this.
Don't you realize that you talk about your ex-boyfriend every day?
I'm just talking about some memories that I have. No need to be so suspicious. Well then, I'll be at the shopping mall a bit longer.
Hey, Vicky.
What is it, Alan?
I'm currently on break at the office and
What?
the lunch you gave me, why did you use Kimetsu no Yaiba furikake?
What? You don't like it?
I mean, the furikake is just regular furikake, so I don't mind, but the things you put in my lunchbox, aren't these foods that one of the characters from the manga likes? The sweets as well?
Oh, well, you see, I remembered that my ex-boyfriend loved that manga. The character that loves those foods was my ex-boyfriend's favorite character from the manga. My lunchbox has the same stuff.
Your ex-boyfriend again.
Huh?
The reason you put so many sweets into my lunchbox, even though you know I don't like sweets, is because of your ex-boyfriend again, right?
Oh, but my ex-boyfriend would have loved it.
Yeah, but I don't love it. If the two of us ever have children,
Huh? Children?
there's a chance that you will continue unconsciously talking about your ex-boyfriend every day. And I'm not even exaggerating. That's why I always remind you about it, even though it may seem like I'm just being annoying.
I might be reunited with my ex-boyfriend, so it's fine if our children hear.
Huh?
What I'm trying to tell you is, I want to get back together with my ex-boyfriend, so I don't want to have children with you.
Hold on. Don't you realize that what you're saying is outrageous? Didn't your ex-boyfriend already get married? You said that yourself, right?
Yes, but according to information from a friend, it seems that he hasn't had children with his wife yet. Which means that if the two of them get divorced, I would get a chance to get back together with him. But if the two of us had children, all the business about custody of the children and bringing a child to another marriage would be a hassle, right? Which is why I don't want children.
What? Then why didn't you marry him in the first place?
Huh?
You keep talking about your ex-boyfriend because you still have feelings for him, right?
Ew, are you getting upset?
Anyone would be in my situation. Day after day, you keep talking about your ex-boyfriend. Have you ever thought about how I feel?
You're such a pain in the ass. Don't be jealous of my ex-boyfriend. Always with your complaints. You're such a small person.
That's not the problem.
I can't help it. I only broke up with my ex-boyfriend because I found out right before we were about to graduate university that he hadn't found a job yet. It was about 2 years after that when I found out that he had started his own business while still a student, which means he never needed to find a job in the first place. If I had known that from the start, then I never would have broken up with him, and we might still be together to this day. Who knows? Maybe he still has feelings for me.
I'm impressed at how you can entertain such fantasies when he's already married and on a different path in life.
But there's still a possibility that he'll get divorced, right? Which is why I don't want you to talk about the two of us having children.
Then go to your ex-boyfriend then.
What?
I don't know how your ex-boyfriend sees you, but I for one have had enough. We're getting divorced. I'm thinking about getting the divorce papers from the city hall on my way home from work. But if you're ready to get divorced as well, then I don't mind if you begin the preparations. Well then, I'll get back to work.
Alan, I turned the divorce papers to City Hall.
I see. So you're okay with divorce?
Yep. Oh, I don't need any of your property. I'll pay for the alimony from my savings when I was single as well. I already sent you the money.
You seem quite enthusiastic.
You see, I had one of my friends who lives near my ex-boyfriend do some digging yesterday. She said Louis was on his own the whole time and she couldn't see his wife. This must mean that marriage didn't go well and they got divorced. Or that at least they're living separately. It seems that I'm fated to be with him. It's fine if I don't work anymore once I marry him, since he's the owner of a company.
Is that so?
Well, I'll pack my stuff and go where he is by today. Thanks for divorcing me at such a good time. Bye! Louis, aren't you coming home yet?
Who is this?
It's me, Vicky.
Vicky?
Come on, don't pretend you don't remember me. We went out until we graduated university, right?
Oh, that Vicky?
I'm so glad you didn't change your phone number.
What do you want with someone you broke up with years ago?
I thought that we could get back together, so I came.
What? I'm already married, you know.
I know. And you recently got divorced, right?
No, we didn't.
Oh, so you're just living separately?
Well, yes, we are living separately, but we have no intention of getting divorced.
What?
It's been decided that we will move in with her parents. I haven't prepared to move yet because of work, so my pregnant wife moved there on her own first.
What? Pregnant? What are you doing? Don't you know that if you have children, you'll have to deal with stuff like who gets custody of the child and child support? It's going to be a real hassle. That's why I made sure not to have any children with my ex-husband, because we would eventually get back together. You just ruined all my efforts.
What are you talking about? To be honest, I have basically forgotten about you.
What?
Besides, I have no intention of getting back together with someone who didn't listen to a thing I said and just kept insulting me.
Huh? You're lying, right?
Don't you think it's only natural?
Come on, let's just talk for a bit, even once. You see, I got divorced just so we could get back together.
I don't understand in the first place how you ever thought that we would get back together.
I'll wait for you outside your room until you finish working.
Are you at a apartment right now?
Yep, I am. I'll be here until you come meet me.
I left that apartment 1 week ago.
Huh?
The contract renewal at the apartment was going to be at a bad time for me, so I'm temporarily living in a hotel.
No way! You're not here anymore?
I don't want you to come anywhere near me again, and I don't want you to contact me either. You're a nuisance to me.
You're joking, right?
I'm blocking you. Bye.
But this must be a joke, right? Louis? Alan, I realized since then that actually you're the one I love the most. I'll bring the marriage papers and come over, so let's be husband and wife again, shall we?
What? Jesus, you're back already?
Yep, I'll make all the foods that you like tonight.
I'm sorry, but that's going to be a problem for me.
What?
Wanting to get back together the day you got divorced is crazy no matter how you look at it. Besides, I have no intention of getting back together with you.
I promise to never talk about my ex-boyfriend again. That's what you're mad about, right? I talked to my ex-boyfriend just earlier, and he said that his wife is pregnant, which means that if they got divorced, having to deal with who gets custody of the child and who has to pay child support is going to be a hassle. He said we really couldn't come to an agreement, and in the end, he told me he didn't want to see me again.
Is that so? Even if that's the case, I'm 120% not getting back together with you.
Why? I said I wouldn't talk about my ex-boyfriend again.
But you're lying right now as to the reason he didn't want to get back together with you?
What?
Your ex-boyfriend Luis showed me the conversation you two had when you went to meet him.
Huh? You two knew each other?
What are you talking about? We all went to the same university, remember? I wasn't really close to Luis, but I had exchanged contact information with him since he was a friend of a friend. He just told me what had happened earlier. He even sent me screenshots of the conversation you two had. So I know everything.
Huh? No way.
Well, that's the situation. I have zero intention of starting things over with you.
Please, Alan. You're divorcing me over something as little as this?
The fact that you think this is just something little is proof that we can't make things work anymore.
Alan, please. I promise to change.
If you come, I'll call the police. I don't ever want to see you again.
What? No way. I have nowhere to go if you leave me like this.
I'm blocking you. Bye. It was about 3 months into our marriage when Vicky started to talk about her ex-boyfriend, Luis, every day. This is also about the time when Luis got married and a friend told her that he was actually the CEO of a company, according to Luis. Vicky has a habit of thinking that something that was once hers is hers forever, which is probably why she probably wanted to get back together with me, even though I was already married when she found out that I ran a business. Also, it seems she went to meet Luis one more time after that, and this time the police came for her. Her parents were furious, and without a word, they sent her to marry a distant relative of hers, a single man in his 50s. I have no idea why Vicky agreed to marrying him, but I guess I'll never be able to understand the way that woman thinks. Still though, I don't know what gave her parents the idea of making her marry this distant relative of theirs. Soon after, it was revealed that she was pregnant. Talking about this honestly makes me sick. But apparently this distant relative of hers, who is now her husband, plans on having 5 more children, which means that Vicky will be forced to spend the rest of her life raising children.